Good evening, Speed Gaming, and welcome to another race as part of the Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Race series. Tonight, we have a hard standard seed. This is the main tournament tourney flags for the 2021 year. My name is Radical Sniper 99, and tonight I'm joined by the Real Gerbo.
Hello. I'm the Real Gerbo. I'm new to this whole Link to the Past commentating thing.
So what we have, for those unfamiliar with this flag set, we have a standard start. So the runners will start in Link's house. They will go to the uncle, get some random weapon, and then they have to go rescue Princess Zelda. From there, it's going to be a 7-7 seed with a hard item pool. Hard item pool is a reduced item pool in some sense. Maximum of 3 swords, maximum of the red shield, no armor upgrades, no silver arrows, maximum of 14 hearts. So a lot of high execution required for this mode. Our 4 runners tonight, we have Tepidino, Logic, Scoopula, and Flip Heel.
So we're just going through our normal standard escape here. We had a prediction at the before the run if they would find bombs at the back of the escape. I don't know if this classifies.
That counts. We have bombs already, so this is one of the starts you can get for this mode. The items that are possible for this are bow, bombs, hammer, cane of Samaria, cane of Burna, fire rod, or a sword. So yeah, we got a bomb start. It's going to take 5 bombs to get to Zelda's cell, if you're doing this right. And then, of course, 1 extra bomb on the rat in the back. So as long as you do that right, you should have enough bombs to still get the items in the back of Escape.
That is the hope here. So optimally, 4 bombs left is what we're looking for then.
Yeah, good placements. Should be able to get through this just using that 6 to get to the back, but we'll see what happens. So as you can see there with Logic, as well as it looks like, yep, Tepidino's doing okay with that. Looks like did use an extra bomb. And Flip Heel got through pretty nicely as well. So decent start. Scoopula is not too far behind either. So
very good starts from our runners, as you said. Going to be getting over here to Zelda's cell pretty soon.
Just have to be a little careful there. As you can see on Logic's screen, down to 1 heart. So just, have to weave a little bit here. If we can get through this room, we should be fine. But very nice kill there. That's roughly how you want to do this blue guard. You need to kind of guide them around the top and bottom of that chest. And you can kind of just pin them into that.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see what Zelda has hidden for us in her cell.
Oh, and unfortunately, yeah, that's rough. Unfortunately, getting caught by that guard, trying to get to those pots to get the extra health refill.
Ooh.
Now, the one thing to keep in mind is if you do take a death in the standard start, especially with a limited resource weapon such as bombs or any of our magic using weapons, you will get a refill. If you die before rescuing Zelda or getting to the back of Escape, you will actually go back to full. So in this case, Logic did get all 10 bombs. If similarly for Fire Rod or either of the canes, you would get a refill up to full magic. If we are for the back portion, you only get about half of that.
Just a single rupee at Zelda's cell. Nothing worth mentioning, really. Making our way out with Zelda currently. We're going to go through the back of Escape, go over to Sanctuary. Like usual, the standard opening.
Yeah, and it looks like our runners will have some bombs for the Kakariko village checks, which will be a nice bonus. Still hoping to find something before we get out of here, though.
Something being a sword, possibly?
Any weapon is a nice weapon.
Any weapon's a nice weapon, especially when the only weapon you have is bombs.
Unfortunately, Logic having to leave and go back again after having used all 3 pots without killing the ball and chain guard.
Yes, that is true. Bombs are technically a weapon, just not the preferred weapon.
I like a reusable resource that does not run out.
I mean, bombs are farmable, so I
Just
guess
not
it's
easily.
renewable.
So our Dark Cross item was just a heart container. But we are getting to the last real test of this escape is the key rat here. Nicely done by Flip Heel there. So get through.
Tepidino does
with
it.
all 4.
Nice. Tepidino does it pretty good there too. It's a map, a blue boomerang, and a heart piece.
Might see a stun prize check eventually. Nice little bonus knowing what that is going forward. We do have, of course, we know that the Sanctuary will have an item. We saw that map in the back, so we will have an item here. But yeah, unless we get something there, this has been a very, very dry escape.
Let's see what it is. And just 20 bucks. Oof. No, 20 bucks could be useful there. Depends. We do get a map check here. It was a little quick. I didn't quite see what it was.
I did see a red crystal on Eastern Palace. We had a pendant on Desert and a crystal on Hera.
Nice.
So yeah, the money is going to help. So we should have bottle vendor money. We'll have bottle vendor money easily. And our stun prize is a blue rupee. So
money will come by easily as well. And it looks like the tree pull is some bombs. Ooh, money will come by very easily. With Flip Heel, I believe, taking up 300 bucks there.
Yeah, the 300 will definitely help out there.
More bombs.
So yeah, Flip Heel's all filled back up, as well as Tepidino for the most part. Yeah, and that was just our red pendant down at Desert. Now, the one thing, it does look like Scoopula is going to check out what's on our Lumberjack ledge. You're going to find that a lot of runners don't tend to go up here, although we're also getting a bush crab check, and the bush crab is really not helping us.
Ooh, being a first runner into Blind's hut here. So if we get any nice goodies here. Just some more money.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing really strongly pointing us anywhere yet.
Bottle's nice, though.
Yeah, being able to route in Sick Kid, first trip into Kakariko Village, is a really good bonus.
Maybe the well will have something interesting for us. Here's for hoping, right?
Yeah, usually at this point, you expect to find at least one item to kind of tell you what's coming up or where to go.
There's a glove. Does that tell us where to go?
Not in my opinion, but definitely great progression to find this early. Without a lamp or anything, I wouldn't follow that anywhere. Mirror is another nice one, but still not really doing anything for us. I wonder if this is going to start pointing us towards Death Mountain. But
you have a question in chat about how to join this, participate in this.
So there are numerous Discords, of course, for Link to the Past Rando, as well as Speed Gaming. Usually about an hour before the race, an announcement goes up saying, hey, there's a race tonight, or there's a race, daily race starting up at this kind of time. And also there's the schedule. And then it usually provides a link to the race.
Oh, Moon Pearl.
Yeah, Moon Pearl off of the Sick Kid.
That was...
2 pieces of our Dark World kit, just missing either the hammer or our second glove now.
So Moon Pearl, glove, mirror.
I think no matter what we find here on the library and the race game, I think we're still going to see our runners head down to South Shore next and Mini Moldorm Cave. That's usually the very traditional opener.
Was that a cane? I saw something red. That's why I'm asking.
Unfortunately, I did miss it.
There's a red boomerang? Okay.
Now, Tepidino is just going for the race game. Some runners will decide to check it first.
And that being a reason why some runners do check it first. Sometimes the race game can only have like 10 arrows or some bombs or maybe even a rupee.
Yeah, a lot of runners will... The logic you kind of go with is if it's an open mode or non-key mode, you pretty much will just scout it. Whereas if you're in a key sanity mode, you'll say, I think there's a high chance it's something I care about, so I go for it.
We did decide that we wanted to delete blocks today.
Yeah, a nice little bonus for speed, just being able to do that. 1 trip into the dam and out. Unfortunately, nothing on the dam. But here we go, Mini Moldorm Cave with bombs.
Always a fun time. By fun time, I mean it is horrible, and
as long as you get this first one, yeah, as long as you get that one in the middle, it's not a terrible task. And hopefully, you know. But yeah, Flip Heel showing you how it's done. 3 very nice throws.
Oh, there's a cane. King Samaria, is that a sword?
And that is our first sword.
That is very nice to have.
Yeah, that red cane will come in handy later, but at this point, you know, it's not going to really direct us anywhere. That's great for Dark World. You know, our runners will definitely appreciate that in terms of some of our later Dark World dungeons, but right now, nothing really that big of a deal out of it. I'd say the sword's the big plus here and might lead to a runner taking a shot at Death Mountain.
I assume with the runners not quite having 500 rupees, we will not be seeing Zora currently. And that is a Titan's Mint.
Yeah, so we're not going to see Death Mountain at all yet. Flip weighing the decision, but yeah, I think this is the right play. You know, go into Sanctuary and just head for Village of Outcasts. You got a lot of checks you can make here.
So we got Village of Outcasts, Stumpy, Digging Mini Game. You could do probably Start Smith Chain, Hype Cave.
Yeah, I would say some runners might go and do Thieves Town. I think maybe you just do the front 4 of Thieves at this point. You do your 3 items in Village of Outcasts, go do digging game, head back up, grab your smith, turn him in.
Having a little bit of an issue here with these Moldorms.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you throw a bomb in Mini Moldorm Cave especially, you can actually kind of get this frame rule where the explosion appears to hit the Mini Moldorm and it just doesn't kill them.
Ooh. Hello, Skullwoods.
This is actually a really heads up play by Flip Heel. Having that Cane of Samaria means going to be really easy to check the vanilla big key chest here in Skull Woods, and then work back to the front to see if there's any items. In many ways, Skull Woods is a very much an overworld check of Death or of Dark World, just because all you have to do is have Dark World access to get all these checks in. Unfortunately, nothing there on that.
Yeah. It does look like we're going to see Tupadino doing the exact same thing here.
Yeah, Logic's going to have to be a little careful here. Down to 1.5 hearts, making the way to Ice Rod Cave. Those crabs do 2 hearts of damage, so it just has to be really... Whew, that is stressful to watch. I have had a case of the yips around there myself recently, so I feel the pain. But both Scoopula and Logic getting over there to find...
We do get the Skullwoods big key here. And just rewarded for a key.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing yet out of Skull Woods. There are 2 items in Skull, and we're just finding a lot of keys. And more keys. We've got Pinball Room still, but it's very possible both of our items are in the back of Skull Woods.
I do like all of our keys.
So there was our first item, just $20. Tepadino is going to head back to that vanilla big key chest, check that out. Meanwhile, Flipheel, having already checked that, is now going to make his way out back into the Village of Outcasts.
Had a Dark World map check there.
Our runners are a lot quicker with these map checks than I usually am.
Yeah, they're like click the map button and then move on.
So we are going to get Graveyard Ledge here from Flip Heel. Really heads up here to think about this one. This is definitely a location that gets forgotten. Unfortunately, just 10 arrows.
Yeah. Probably a reason this location usually gets forgotten.
Now, Scoopula decided to fake Flipper here and saw the Lake Hylia Island, and that was a bottle. Just has to be a little careful here. Unfortunately, while in the fake Flipper state, if you get hit, you die.
Yes. One of the more unfortunate things. We're going to see... How many rupees does Scoopula have? 500?
Yeah, Scoopula has spent the time grinding out that 20 rupee cave. So going to get all these fake Flipper checks.
And 20 more bucks. So we're going to be going over to King Zora and Zora Ledge and seeing what's there. Well, not Zora Ledge quite yet.
We'll be able to see it, just won't be able to collect it, unfortunately. We do not have the resources.
Logic took a death there. I don't know if that was on purpose or...
And that was our Ether Medallion on the Zora Ledge. So that's a nice little piece of info for Scoopula.
C-Shape House only having 20 bucks for us, unfortunately. Another question in chat. Could they splash delete with this item set? I believe they can.
I don't know if it's enough. Unfortunately, I don't know if between Boomerang, Cane of Samaria, and Bombs is enough to perform a splash deletion to get that. Usually the common way is bow and bombs.
The more sprites you can get on the screen, the better, right?
Yeah, I know there's ways to do it with Ice Rod as well. But yeah, given our current allotment of items, I don't think it was going to be possible.
Taking game giving us a lot of rupees. And a hammer.
And that's
Very
perfect
nice.
right now, right before really clearing anything. It looks like we're going to probably see Flip Heel go back and clear Thieves Town at this point. Not going to be the easiest clear at 6 hearts, but I'm a firm believer he's going to be able to do this one.
I have all the faith in all of our runners here. It looks like we're going to be starting our Smith chain here.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Scoopola actually, instead of heading up to Dark World or into Dark World, is heading up the mountain.
We'll see if these Death Mountain checks pay off here with... Can we get to... No, I don't think we can get to Paradox.
No, we're only going to have access to Spectacle Rock and Hera, and who knows how much we're going to be able to do with Hera, unfortunately, without any fire.
Yes. I think Scootla is hoping for a fire source somewhere on Spectral Rock. Or, obviously, we won't find the hammer here to allow us to have more access to Death Mountain. Maybe a hook shot would be helpful.
There's our first shield, Flip Heel refusing.
Yeah, you don't need shields.
I mean, a lot of runners actively reject shields just from the standpoint of not having a high opinion of Mirror Shield. The thing is, you can't get Mirror Shield in this mode, so...
Ooh, a Master Sword for saving our friend there.
And we chat informing us we did see a first shield on Lumberjack, so yeah, that's 2 shields down.
Oh, early big key for Hera.
So it looks like Scoopola might actually be our first runner with a crystal here with this kind of play. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do a lot other than this on Death Mountain, but still a nice little, nice to be able to clear a dungeon.
Yeah, of course. Making quick work of that first screen there with the bumpers.
Flip Heel did grab that purple chest, brought it with him all the way to the entrance of Thieves Town and leaving it behind to clear this dungeon.
Capitino having some dream issues currently. Oh, it looks like we're back. Okay. I believe... Yeah, Logic's about to get his hammer, which means Scoopola will be the only runner without a hammer. Which definitely could have been useful heading into Death Mountain. Ooh, awesome.
Yeah, it's a very tough call to make. Sometimes, you want to play a little bit riskier, and that's, or other times you say, I should stick to logic. There's definitely a balance to strike here and knowing when to, make those risks.
Did we get all of our items for Hera?
I see we've got a small key, but...
Oh!
Trolldorm living up to his name. Unfortunately getting striking first against Scoopola there.
K45 check here. And just some money.
Now, interestingly, I didn't realize this, but Flip Heel decided not to clear all of Thieves Town.
Really?
Yeah, Flip Heel leaving Thieves Town after doing the front 4 this time.
Could be trying to hope to find something in the other checks left in Dark World currently, and Scupula falling all the way down Hera here.
Yeah, unfortunately getting center hold there by Moldorm, that is a very punishing during the rage phase. Yeah, the thing is Thieves Town, of course, is one of our non-green pendants, so not necessarily worth the extra time to clear all of it. I think if this was the green pendant, I would expect Flipheel to go through the rest of the dungeon, but since it's not, just going to take the time to do the front.
You gotta love Moldorm. Such a well-designed boss. Might be a hot take there, but
Depends on which side of the running you are.
ooh, nice save there. I think I rather like Moldorm. It teaches you that bosses can be trolly.
Yeah, so what you want to do for Moldorm, are some things to keep in mind about this fight. Fighter Sword slashes and spins actually do the same damage against Moldorm. And the big thing is that when you get into the rage phase, holding the sword out in front of you towards Moldorm is actually a bit safer, because as you ping against Moldorm's head, you don't get knocked off from it. And what you're seeing with Scupula here was a lot of holding the sword away from Moldorm, so Moldorm would be able to push Scupula off.
Just the map. So does that mean there's an item in the basement?
I did not see compass, so I'm not entirely sure.
I believe we got... Yeah, there's one item left, I believe.
So, but Scupula does get our first crystal here on the race.
Yeah.
Or at least here on the restream. So, very nice little finish there.
We're going to see Logic heading up to Hype Cave here, and Tepidino checking the pyramid item.
Yeah, so I believe Tepidino and Flipheel both checked out Hype Cave. Didn't really notice anything from my end.
Just 10 arrows, I believe, there.
Yeah, and that was definitely not a very Hype Cave.
Hype Cave was not. That is correct.
Yeah, it's kind of lost some of its luster. Usually in terms of the Hype Caves, I think the one that everybody kind of points out anymore is Mini Moldorm Cave has kind of replaced it as the most hype of the caves.
I do find more hype items in Mini Moldorm than Hype Cave. Looks like we are going to be getting started on Pod for Flipheel, maybe?
No, I think finding that flute in the back of Sahasrah's hut is the kind of item that Flipeel was looking for, to say, I want to go activate my flute, and we're going to try some other stuff.
Do you think Death Mountain at this point?
Possibly. I might also consider checking the Mire area first.
Ooh, that's right. Taintment. Mire Shed, Checkerboard Cave.
Yeah, with that mirror, that's a really lucrative area to check out. The other thing to keep in mind is that Pod is also our green pendant in this race.
All right. So do you see Scupula going through the front of Skull Woods here?
Meanwhile, we do see a bit of a divergence from our three runners who started off with the Dark World checks. Logic deciding to go up to Quakefish, whereas Tepidino heading into Pod. So very different routes here from all three of our other runners.
Yeah, we got Pod, Skull Woods, Mire, and Sanctuary.
Quakefish did not have anything for us on Logic's side, just a few bombs.
Hope we find a few interesting things here in Meyer.
Now, Tepetino's got
Ooh,
2
tempered.
keys so far. Yeah, that's a really good find. Tepetino was able to get 2 keys at the start of pod here, so not bow locked yet. But it looks like we're going to get a vanilla big key chest.
Scupula took a death here. I believe in Skullwoods, yes. Nothing noteworthy in Checkerboard Cave. Sadly.
Now, here's a little interesting piece there. So, Tepetino finding the Quake Medallion in the vanilla big key chest of Palace of Darkness. Meanwhile, Flipheel saw the medallion required for Meyer, and it was Quake.
It was Quake?
Yeah, so really important. Pendant Pod, as always. There are a lot of people who will tell you Pendant Pod is the play, and once again, it proves invaluable. Now, Tepetino here doesn't have a bow, but you're going to see a good trick here, or at least going to work towards it. Going to try to clip this Mimic out of bounds to get it off screen.
No, this is something I have never seen before, personally.
Yeah, if Tepetino can get this pretty quickly, this is going to be a good time save and be able to check a lot more of Palace of Darkness.
So how does this work? I'm sorry for not knowing beforehand.
I have not done it myself either, so I am not the person to ask on how to do it. But
Okay.
It's about these small movements, like these little 1-frame buffers to get that.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
That is definitely a little harder of a trick. A lot of other runners are more familiar with the potion glitch instead, but unfortunately, not going for that one this time.
So
and
are we
exactly
gonna?
what Incoherent said. Mimics can clip 1 pixel into the walls, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Most sane people do it buffered, apparently, as well.
Yes.
So doing that really gave us a lot more pods then that we could do. Are we able to finish pod then?
Unfortunately, without a bow, no.
Oh.
But we do know that the back of pod is bow locked as well. So this will be interesting to see if we find anything. But, Tepetino is going to play this out. Not a bad idea. Meanwhile, we did see Logic and Flipheel both head up the mountain.
Looks like we're doing a bomb jump across to get to the big chest here for Logic. And a Hera. Scupula working their way through Thieves, taking a death to a fire bar. Wait, not fire bar. Sorry.
But still going to try for this one. Not giving up yet. Unfortunately, for Scupula, not having done the dig game first means if there is an item in the big chest of Thieves Town, Scupula will not be able to check it.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, and having that small key already is definitely not helping. But Logic does take down Moldorm. A little easier, of course, with the Master Sword. Those spins with the Master Sword will do tempered sword damage.
That is something I did not know. And the Logic being 1 crystal down is definitely helpful. We'll see if Flipheel have probably an easier time with Moldorm as well.
Yeah, Tempered Sword will make very quick work of Moldorm. A spin and a slash is more than enough to take care of this boss. Meanwhile, Tepetino heading into check out Eastern Palace.
Gotta love Eastern Palace. Looks like Turtle Rock is ether locked.
So we need flippers.
I'm gonna get a hook shot cave.
Or bow
Friends
to be
here.
able to splash delete.
I assume we're gonna be okay.
And Scoopla is setting up for another glitch here. This is going to be a fake powder. So what you do is you empty all of your magic, and then you're going to cast Cana Samaria on the altar. And as soon as you hear that, you switch over to Mushroom and you activate a fake powder.
Very well executed. And that was a ice rod or fire rod?
That looks
That was an ice
blue to
rod.
me.
Nice ice rod. Looks like we're gonna be checking Super Bunny Cave now.
Yeah, Flip Heel and Logic are taking very different routes through all of our mountain checks. Logic going into Dark World first, and then doing the Dark World side, whereas Flip Heel dropping down through Spiral Cave. So that mushroom we found, by the way, that was a fake flipper, the Zora Waterfall. So, you know, Scoopla was the only one to find that one earlier.
Are we gonna be seeing Tifatina finish out the dungeon? Yeah, we're gonna be. No, we don't have a bow. Still.
Yeah, unfortunately, without a bow, we will eventually be locked out here. But okay, there is a really important find for Flip Heel. We got the boots.
Boots.
And the hook shot.
And oh, that's important.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate for Scoopla here. As you can see, Scoopla also did not check out the digging game. So he's gonna miss out on hammer.
Ooh. Ooh. Nice supersonic speed there from Flipio. Realizing ether is needed.
And yes, digging game does not allow you to have a follower when you go do it. Followers can be the smith. It can also be the purple chest. Even if you leave the purple chest not with you, the digging game just knows that you have a follower and says, I'm not letting you play.
We're going to be seeing a hookshot cave check here.
Yeah, and I think we're going to get the same from Logic here. So even though Flip Heel and Logic took different routes to get here, they're both going to be doing this hookshot cave now.
I think we'll get something interesting here, like a fire source.
I mean, if we get, well,
a bow works.
Yeah, bow's nice. The mountain was the play, just had to be after you found hammer, it turns out.
One chest left, I assume top left chest? Or did we already get that?
Yeah, all the chests have been pulled. There, Flip Heel's just going for that ice rod off of the floating island. But after this, I have to assume Flip Heel's going to be heading into Pod Eastern.
Ooh.
Or maybe not. Spike Cave? Yeah, this looks like a Spike Cave.
So?
This won't be in Logic, I believe, without an invincibility item, but we do have a bottle, and I believe there was a potion in it, so gonna be able to get through it. Yeah, we have a red potion, so Flip Heel's gonna be able to make this check.
Still a very dangerous check to do, even with the bottle.
Yeah, with 12 hearts, luckily plenty of health. We've been very been very kind in terms of giving us the hearts so far.
I don't know if I'd say that was worth it. I mean, sure, we can catch some fairies and put them in our bottles, but I don't know if bug catching that is really worth it.
I'd say at this point, I've seen Flip heal quite a bit. I don't think either, losing the red potion or not is going to kind of work against him. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that for Flip heal, this becomes it's a check I've done. I don't have to go back to it.
That is a good point. It's like we're going to be clearing out Eastern now. Eastern Pod, like you said.
Yeah, I think the big thing to consider here is, you look at this, we're at 12 hearts, we have Tempered Sword. For some of our our more experienced runners, this is a very kind set of equipment. And now 13 hearts for Flip heal. So this is, for somebody who does this mode, this is not a difficult setup at this point. This is going to be really nice.
So is Flip heal looking for anything else? Well, anything else besides... We already know where Ether is and Quake is.
So we know our two items. Possibly Bombos, depending on where Fire Rod is. We do need that as well. We'll need the flippers. So there's still quite a bit that's out in the world. So yeah, flippers, Fire Rod.
Okay.
Flippers, Fire Rod. We know where Ether and Quake are. And possibly Bombos. A lot of people have come to the realization that very frequently fire locks fire.
Fire locks fire. That is an interesting way to say that. Tapadino using the Samaria block to know where he is in the room, I assume?
Also, when you pick up a Samaria block, you actually move a little quicker with the old man.
I have been told that. I've also noticed that you can't really dash with the old man.
Yes, you cannot dash with the old man. You do move a slightly quicker with the Samaria block being held above your head. The only thing is you also lose a little bit of time having to pick up the block. So I don't know if you gain all that much time.
He's old, give him a break. From my perspective, I don't know why he went into the cave anyways. That's just my point of view.
Yeah, so for anybody who's new to what hard mode means, all the stuff is technically in the pool. Okay, so all 4 swords, both the bows, all 3 of the shields, all the heart pieces and containers. It's just that when you hit a cap of one of those items, everything left gets turned into a green 20.
I'm making quick work of these Armos Knights here.
Yeah, unfortunately getting off the quick kill script, so gonna have to improvise the end of this. Oh, never mind. Flip heal still managing to pull off that quick kill with a slightly off script version.
Still very interesting and very quick nonetheless. That is 2-3 crystals for Flip heal?
Yeah, that's Flip heal's second crystal, so nice little find there.
I'd say 43 minutes into the seed. It's been really generous so far. Ooh, that is an interesting fake flipper.
Yeah, this is a really nice way to set up fake flippers for yourself. There's a couple spots you can actually bonk to get that.
Nice tune check here. Looks like we are worried with bombs.
Yeah, a lot of discussion going on about, what the caps are. I was going to look that up real quick, But it looks like Incoherent was able to find out 7 containers and 16 pieces. So yeah, that sounds about right.
Still a lot of health available to the runners.
Yeah, 14 hearts is not insignificant.
I assume that makes it a lot easier.
Now, the one advantage here for Logic really is going to be being able to head into pod after this, because unfortunately, Flip Heel only set up to do Eastern.
Still looking for a fire source.
Yeah, and I think our runners will be okay with just getting Fire Rod for this seed, but we do want more sometimes.
I'm going to say that fire rod is locking a decent bit. Those flippers are locking a decent bit of the sea too. Any ideas as to where they could be?
I'm getting a feeling that there could be...
Could they be in Meyer?
Yeah, given the fact that at this point, Meyer is open logically. Oh, wait.
No, I think it was Ether. And we need flippers to get...
No, Quake was Ether.
Quake was Ether?
Yeah. TR is... Wait. Quake is Meyer. Ether is TR.
Okay. Sorry for confusing you.
No, I confused myself.
So, wait, which one was flipper locked and which one was...
Ether is flipper locked, so...
Okay. So we need flippers to... Fun.
But here we go. Flip Heel coming up on Zora. I wonder if we're going to get an attempt at the splash deletion. Enough arrows and bombs to try, but this will be tight.
You do get the start of Desert here. Wasn't able to do much and decides to leave. We do turn in the mushroom. I believe this is our first.
And there you go. There's the splash deletion from Flip Heel. Very nicely. It worked there.
Oh!
First try. So
Fire Rod locked behind the witch.
Interesting. So...
What is... Oh, okay.
Just going to do a potion replacement there.
So, with that fire rod, where are we going to go first? Skull Woods?
The only problem with the Skull Woods play at this point is just we have so much locked. So, like, we know that there's quite a bit locking our ability to go do that.
Flip Heel, our second runner, have the fire rod.
Yeah, unfortunately, each of our runners kind of has different information in regards to what needs to be done or what can be done. But Flip Heel heading towards Palace of Darkness, this is actually really important. This will give Flip Heel the Quake Medallion. And I wonder if there's a decent chance that as soon as Flip Heel pulls Quake, maybe decides to leave Pendant Pod.
Not really a reason to continue with it.
Green Pendant does make it possible. You know, there's definitely people who will argue that, hey, as soon as you've got that ability, you know, or knowing that it's the Green Pendant, maybe staying there for the extra added value.
Well, I guess something could still be locked behind Pendant.
And yes, our flippers lock both that ether medallion and our mushroom towards that fire rod. So flippers hard required, just to finish the seed, but also quite a few items are.
So could flippers be a green pendant reward?
The only problem there is we do not have a lamp, and Helma is technically lamp locked. And
I
given
forgot
that
about that. Yeah, I'm trying to think about places where it could be.
And what we see there in the the dark basement of Pod is that no lamp. So, you can start piecing together some of the logic based on what you find. But in this case, we are still short quite a bit.
We are seeing a nice Mothula fight here with tempered bursts. Ooh, nice. Pretty good fight, I'd say.
Yeah, nicely done by Scoopula there for another crystal. Scoopula is second. Unfortunately, as we've said, Scoopula has to get to the digging game, and I don't know how soon, that'll come to mind.
We get our first Meyer check here for Tepidino. Let's see what we find inside.
Yeah, the only worry for Tepidino here is no fire at all. I don't think it's unreasonable for Tepidino to go for a dark clear of Meyer, but without fire, there's a high chance that we're not going to be able to full clear Meyer.
There's somebody guessing in chat that Thieves Town has the lamp. Did we see the big chest?
We haven't seen a lot of Thieves Town, actually. None of our runners went to the back.
Ooh. No one went past the first floor. So, I guess lamp could be there then. Flippers could be in Thieves Town.
Yeah, we still have a lot of options. There's definitely a high chance of Meyer having something, but Thieves is obviously the other major possibility. And it does look like Logic might be going after Helmasaur here.
Weird hover. A very long hover. Tepidino did very great work by hover. Something I can't personally pull off.
Yeah, nice little play there. Able to get that block, the Samaria block, onto the switch there. That's probably the hardest part of doing this Meyer basement dark. And really nicely done with the throw to get that block right there.
This is something I wouldn't even come close to daring to do. I could do one room in Eastern without the lamp.
Yeah, it's a good point. Without any fire right now, Tepidino is completely locked out of the left side of Meyer, so really not a lot of options. Unfortunately, gonna have to play this really safe. I think Tepidino still has a red potion, so hopefully we'll be able to get through the rest of this, but really lacking safety for this fight.
For sure. It's like that, making it through the dark rooms, making it look easy. It is far from it.
And here goes Flip Heel, also making the play into Mire. I'm not surprised by this. Not bothering with Helmasaur and, knowing that we have access now into Mire, gonna say, this is the play to make. I can do this. And figure there has to be something in here.
Ooh.
Tepidino was doing a decent job keeping those eyes away in the corner. But yeah, Scoopula finding that hammer off of Dig Game, I'm sure not too happy with that. And Tepidino's leaving Mire at this point, not even going to go for it. Or at least going to buy a potion?
Looks like it. Are we going to be going back? There's a good chance we could be going back into Mire. Never mind.
We're going to get those same fake flipper checks from Tepidino. Meanwhile, Flip Heel going through Mire. Logic facing off with Helmasaur King now.
Very fun boss indeed.
Yeah, with this being our green pendant, hopefully, there's something here on this fight. Down goes Helmasaur.
I believe we've had a hobo check. I don't remember what it was.
And Flip Heel going for Dark Mire basement now. And we're also going to get that green pendant turn in.
What are we looking for here? Flippers. And Logic's looking for a fire source. So we know Fire Rod is at behind the mushroom here. And just a piece of heart.
Yeah, we also knew that we weren't going to see the lamp off of that. So I think realistically, flippers were the only real possibility. Now, Scoopula is setting up for a fake flipper. Is this going to be a play into Ice Palace now?
Looks like it. I mean, we basically have all we need. We have Fire Rod. We have Canis Samaria.
Now, the only
pretty decent.
I think from Scoopula's side, this isn't the worst play, but I will say, given what we know as from our side of commentary, unfortunately, this is not going to be the play that Scoopula is hoping for. Because at this point, really the only item we're truly looking for is the flippers. And we know they're not there. Exactly. As Lumaga in chat points out, all of our other runners will be able to go mode Ice Palace.
I mean, I guess there's still a plus to being able to do ice. I mean, we can get it out of the way at least.
Yeah, and luckily with this being, having the icebreaker, because we have the red cane, won't be terribly slow. It's just this is, the difference between go moding ice versus doing all of ice is still a decent chunk.
That is a good point.
Now, Flip Heel did take down Vitreous there. Heading back in now for the items.
Looks like Scoopula getting their first bow from ice.
So yeah, there was our other bow.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, this could be good and bad for Scoopula.
Think that bow will point Scoopula in the wrong direction?
I could see Scoopla heading back to Eastern and Pod.
Okay. Wait, where were... I saw... We're reading flips in chat. Where was it?
That was in Meyer.
It's in Meyer? Man.
Yeah, that is definitely go mode for Flip Heel. I don't think we're going to see a lamp on Flip Heel side unless we somehow just luck into it somewhere. And yeah, here we go. So Flip Heel now is going to... This is just pure dungeon assault mode. So while you see Scoopla having to full clear ice, Flip Heel's just going to be able to do the bare minimum here. I mean, Flip Heel has, 13 hearts, tempered sword, has a bottle with blue goo for safety. This is pretty much everything you want.
Icebreaker being one of the tricks I learned recently, I found that my ice pals got much easier with it.
Exactly. This is the
much easier.
Yeah, this is the skill to definitely have. Now, the one thing, Flip Heel will have to hit the switch here on the left, on the room up above here, because I can't imagine Flip Heel's going to pull any chests.
Ooh. Those little clouds not being very nice to Scoopula.
Yeah, unfortunately, taking a death on Cold Stare here. This is not an easy fight. Those puffs are 4 hearts to damage. Yeah, I think what we'll see from Flip Heel here on out is just some of the easy chests. Anything that might be in the way, Flip Heel will hope for maybe the lamp, half magic, but I can't assume. I have to assume he is not going to go out of his way to check stuff. Really, at this point, he knows what he can do.
Yeah. As I said, full dungeon assault, boss clear, whatever you want to call it. It is go mode, and we're about to see Cold Stare for Flip Heel. Sadly, no bombos. Doesn't really make a difference. I think we have a blue potion in stock.
Yeah, has the blue potion, so we'll have to use it. Unfortunately, does not have full health at this point, so no sword beam duplication.
Was able to get 6 of the 7 shots off. We'll have a little extra magic for this. Maybe we can corral them right for this.
Unfortunately, those ice chunks from the ceiling throwing Flip Heel off for getting that set up. Gonna have to play it a little bit safe here, but should be okay at this point.
Fire Rod making things a lot nicer. That is all of the cloud puffs down.
Yeah, nicely done for Flip Heel there. Meanwhile, Tepdino going through Eastern Palace here, going to be able to finish this one off. So that'll be another crystal for Tepdino. Logic heading into Thieves Town. So we're going to get to see the back of Thieves. Unfortunately, there's nothing really there to help. At least as far as we can tell. Maybe you find a lamp, maybe you find half magic, but nothing directly required for this deed.
So you're gonna have to... How much... Is there any mail upgrades? I forgot about that.
No, so we are stuck on green mail for this, so we won't see any.
Ooh, that does not sound like a very fun Ganon fight.
So yeah, I mean, there's a chance that Lamp is in Swamp, chance that it's in Thieves, but so we could see it in either. I don't know if Flipheel's going to check everything here in Swamp Palace or check anything more so. I assume we might get the 2 flooded chests in the back of Swamp Palace, but other than that, I can't imagine he's checking anything. But here we go, the attic for Logic. Just some bombs. Tepidino is checking the rest of Desert Palace here.
And Scubula making the way through the Eastern Dark Rooms.
Yeah, luckily having that Fire Rod is does put the back of Eastern in Logic, so.
Nobody flooding any keys yet.
But we are just over an hour into this race. Just want to throw a little shout out to our runners here. Make sure to give them all a follow. We got Tepidino, Logic, Scupula, and Flipheel. So do make sure to throw them a follow. Also, shout out to our trackers tonight. We have Lightyear and Lumaga. So big thanks. And of course, also a shout out to my co-commentator, the Real Gerbo.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, make sure you guys follow the runners and follow my co-commentator as well, Radical Sniper 99 or Jesse, however you want to say it.
So, Flipheel going through Swamp Palace here, not even going to check anything, not even looking for, a lamp or half magic, just saying, I'm going to clear the dungeon and live with that, live with my equipment. I would hope Flipheel considers getting a potion before heading up to the mountain or Skull, but depending on your comfort level with a torch glitch fire rod for Ganon, might decide how we see this proceed.
I'm making very quick work of this boss here. Like, very quick work.
Yeah, that final phase clear for Kill of Argus, really helpful.
Fire Rod in conjunction with the Tempered Sword. That is another crystal. I believe Flipheel still has to deal with Thieves, and was Turtle Rock a crystal?
Turtle Rock and Skull Woods are Flipheel's last 2 crystals.
Oh, okay.
So we will see Flip head back up to Skull Woods, but that's it. Now, I'm not sure where Flipheel's going. Oh, okay. This is a really heads-up play. We did see a bottle here on Lake Hylia Island. So Flipheel's going to pick up this bottle, and I think this will be a quick acquiring of a couple of potions.
This is very worthwhile.
Yeah, instead of looking for the lamp or half magic, Flipheel is definitely is prioritizing having that blue potion and the safety available. So having 1 blue potion, I think, with Tempered Sword, Flipheel, even if Flipheel were to somehow miss Torch Glitch against Ganon, should be pretty comfortable.
That is the hope that we do get Torch Glitch here.
Now, the other thing I do want to point out tonight is, of course, we have, while we are showing you 4 runners, we do have 7 other runners also not on the restream. So, all 11 of them running through this, trying to set good times and, get a lot of practice before the main tourney. As it says on the title for tonight, this is a main tourney flag set. In just about 2 weeks, we'll be kicking off the qualifiers for the main tourney this year using this flag set of hard standard.
Sounds very interesting. Have we had any off restream winners yet?
Not yet, but I will say, generally speaking, we'll try to leave that until we see our first finisher here on the restream. So,
okay, that does make sense.
Tapadino back into Meyer, taking on Vitreous, getting that kill.
Very nice.
Yeah, Tapadino is also into go mode with that flipper find, so.
Another boss rush.
As Flip-Heel takes down Mothula, so just Turtle Rock to go on Flip-Heel's side.
We still do need the Ice Rod for Scupula and the Fire Rod for Logic, as well as Flippers for both runners.
Yeah, unfortunately, some very choice little places for some of these items. I think if you were going to stick to Logic for this seed, it is quite the mess.
Something like that.
So from what we've seen, we saw a lot do pretty much all of, or we saw Thieves Town from Logic. And just based on what we've seen, I think Swamp Palace will or has to have our lamp at this point.
Not many options left there.
Actually, sorry, I apologize. That might not even be true because technically even Turtle Rock could have them.
Also a good point. Could be on the I Bridge.
Cannot be on Laser Bridge.
Not? Okay.
That is actually the only, everything past that dark maze of TR is lamp locked.
Keep forgetting there's dark rooms in these places. That's not really something I usually worry about when I make my own way through these seeds. Usually I have a light source.
Yeah, no, TR is definitely one of those dark rooms that a lot of runners will not worry about. At this level, I think the only ones that really definitely still throw a lot of people off or you want to be extra cautious on are Mire and Pod. Specifically, the Mire basement and the Pod basement leading to Helmasaur King are the two that really do throw a lot of runners off still. But other than that, I think, especially our restream runners here, don't feel too cautious when it comes to the rest of them. Logic also going with that throw strategy for the Samaria block. This can be really like a very quick way to get this. Also can be very difficult at times.
That is a nice big key to have early.
Yeah, so this will be about as quick as a TR can get. We got 2 small keys and the big key out front.
Filling up our magic 2 full here. I believe we have another green potion, which will help out during turn X.
Yeah, Flip-Heel has a fairy and a blue potion right now, so oh no, Logic taking a death there in the Mire basement, unfortunately. Scupula now making that play up Death Mountain, so this will be able to put Scupula almost into go mode.
And we are seeing the end of Swamp here for Tapadino.
Yeah, Tapadino is really just going to be following the same path as Flip-Heel, really. Just deciding to go with Swamp before heading off to Ice Palace.
I think Turtle Rock's a very nice dungeon. Personally, I haven't really had bad experiences here.
Definitely working well for Flip Heel here so far.
For sure. Could you see?
Now, Scoopla is checking the Hera basement. We didn't know we had one item left here. So we're going to get that check. Hopefully Scoopla does head over to East Death Mountain after this.
We are seeing a little bit of invincibility here. Always nice to have, especially in this room.
I personally don't ever take a coffee break on this, but, you know, to each their own. Now, Flip Heel did find his last heart container, now put him at 14 hearts, so he is at max health. There's really nothing he can ask for left at this point.
Maybe a cape. Cape would make Cape or Burner would make working through Ganon a little easier.
The only problem there, of course, is because Flip Heel is limited in magic so much, I wouldn't imagine Flip Heel wanting to use either of those items to get through that fight.
That is a good point.
And first check on Laser Bridge is our small key, so Flip Heel not going to check the rest of the bridge. There's really nothing he could want, so here we go. We're going to have Trinex and then head into GT.
Be very interesting GT as well. Any particular worries about Trinex here?
No, I would say with Tempered Sword, this should be an easy fight for Flip Heel. Even going for the backdoor strat to try to get the zero cycle. I don't know if we're going to get it, but still really clean. Yeah, we're going to miss the zero cycle, but really nice one cycle here. Flip Heel set up now to get that spin, that double spin right off that center head. Nice double spin. Unfortunately missing that little slash on the head to make that quick kill, but able to get that last shot and do so for Flip Heel's 7th crystal.
And here we go. Crystal Go mode achieved.
So all we've got left now for Flip Heel is, of course, the GT. Flip Heel is going to be looking for a big key, of course, between 1 and 22. It doesn't look like we have a bots available tonight. I don't know. But, you know, throw those guesses in chat.
I'm gonna guess 13.
Yeah, so the big thing here, of course, is, you know, how are you going to route this? I imagine we will see right side first. I personally am a big fan of the Hope Room check on the right side, and then depending on if you get a small key, either go full left or continue on the right, at least to the compass chest.
I think it'll be somewhere on the left.
Now, Logic is in Swamp Palace looking for that fire rod. So we are getting to see a lot of Swamp Palace. I think we're actually going to see all of Swamp. Flip Heel did get a small key out of the Hope Room, so we'll be going over to right side.
2 checks through the dungeon so far.
Ooh, unfortunately, Flip Heel getting grabbed by that Wallmaster trying to get through that right side Torches room.
Nice yoink in chat for that. Personally, not my favorite enemy encounter. We're going to be seeing Scubula check, Hookshot Cave, looking for a few items. Tipitino looks like they were going towards.
Yep, heading to TR on Tepidino's side. Just a TR behind, really, for the most part, and some of this start at GT. So, not too far behind. And Logic just did left side swamp for nothing. Unfortunately, there was some arrows in the map.
That is unfortunate. So, Lamp is in TR.
Yeah, I think it's either Lava Island. Actually, we didn't see a lot of. We actually didn't see a lot of this. So it's still possibly in Swamp, but yeah, we're still lacking a few things.
How many checks are we into our guessing here?
So that was number 7 right there on that torch.
Eight is the book. $11. Still no big key. See if we get it on check number 12. And no, it's the map.
Yeah, we still got a ways to go for this one. Rando Room is probably, one of the more likely places at this point. Oh, and there's our lamp out of Swamp Palace. It took a while, but we got one.
Do we have a lamp?
And realistically, that is I don't want to call it a mistake on Flipheel's side. If you feel confident in your Ganon fight without a lamp, go for it.
Ooh.
But the Waterfall Room chest is a very easy one to go do if you're just looking maybe to get that security. But that does mean Meyer would have required a double dip for the clear.
Check number 14. Any guesses for that? No, mine was the closest.
Which one did you say it was?
I think it was 14 or was it 13?
Sorry, let me just count this in my head.
It was the first, it was the left chest.
14.
It was 14?
It was 14.
Okay. So, yeah, I went out of the way. 13 was the closest.
But yeah, here we go with the GT climb. Flipheel just has to climb GT, take down Aga 2, and then take down Ganon.
Should be pretty standard Ganon Tower here.
Yeah, and I do know, as long as Flipheel gets that torch glitch with the fire rod, which I think, this just is a comfort thing for Flipheel, showing I don't need lamp. So, yeah, shouldn't be too bad.
Commentators and crew have an 85% win rate on this game, I think. I don't know the exact stats there, but that seems accurate.
Now, Scoople looks like Scoople is going to head for Ice Palace again.
We see Tepdino making their way through Turtle Rock.
Yeah, Tepdino getting pretty close on this clear of Turtle Rock. Meanwhile, Flipheel finishing up Landmo 2 here. Just one Landmo left.
Done.
Logic clearing out the rest of Meyer. Unfortunately, still looking for that fire rod. It has not checked the flipper lock locations, which we know is the requirement here, as Logic needs to find the mushroom
and
or a waterfall.
Goofula doesn't go towards IP.
I'm very curious on this play.
Oh, no flippers. That's why.
Oh, setting up for a splash deletion. Or so this is a little. I didn't see all of what Scoopula did, but I think. Yep.
Oh, okay. That.
This is a stored water walk. So what you do is you create the water walk state in Ice Rock Cave. Then you perform the fake flipper technique that you normally would, and it stores that water walk for the next time you jump down. So
That
you don't
is
have to be
very
flash
convenient.
It's a really nice little trick. You don't see it too frequently. Unfortunately, for Scoopula, we'll have those flippers, it looks like, if they're heading into Misery Mire. Flipeel taking down Moldorm 2 now, and,
Almost to Aga.
Yep. Meanwhile, Tepidino taking down Trinex.
Logic, making quick work, especially with that Canaburna.
Yeah, Canaburna, and we missed it, but Logic found half magic.
Ooh. Where was that half magic located?
I have to guess this was in Mire somewhere. This might be the second Mire item.
Half magic was in Swamp.
I am corrected.
I stand corrected. Making quick work of Aga2 here.
Yeah, nice work through Aga2 there. Just the pig left. And Flipeel's really making good time here. Going to drop into Ganon. Still sub 130 here, so really good time on this one. Meanwhile, Tepidino about to head into GT. See if maybe can make up a little bit of time depending on which route through GT we see.
Let's see how this Ganon fight goes.
Now, Logic, it looks like, is going to do Pyramid Fairy. Unfortunately, not the play on this one. Ooh, Flipeel getting a little bit of a trolley Ganon here. Not going all the way down and deciding, I'm going to face down.
Ooh! Gets hit by a fire bat. Luckily, we have a fairy. Ooh.
So yeah, thinking ahead to grab that fairy definitely helped.
I think we should be good here. Maybe a few more hits.
Yeah, really the big difference here between Flipeel and Tepidino is just the death in Mire, I think, at this point.
Looks like we're going to be setting up for a torch glitch with the fire run.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't go too well, Flipeel does have that blue potion, so has the safety to make this play.
Pyramid fairy check from Logic.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
not rewarding him much. And of course, we have no silvers, so Ganon has no weakness.
Nicely set up there by Flipeel for that torch glitch. So only is going to require 12 spins here to take down Ganon. Aiming for those triples. Nicely done so far.
Almost good here.
And there we go. There's that last spin. So Flipeel just has to cross that 1x3 bridge, and we'll be able to finish this seed.
With a nice time.
Yeah, this will definitely be a really good time on Flipeel's end. And Flip Heel is across the bridge. And get those GGs in chat for Flip Heel, who finishes this race with a racetime.gg time of 1:29.01. Not only is Flip Heel first place on the restream, Flip Heel is also first place overall in this race out of the 11 runners. So big GGs to Flip Heel on this one.
GGs. Next runner coming up on it will be Tepidino.
Yeah, and we will see if we can get Flip Heel in for an interview, of course.
Looks like the answer is yes, according to the setup channel.
Meanwhile, we do have a second finisher here. Orange just finished with a time of 1:30.20 for second place. Logic is going through all those flipper checks, did find the mushroom, so just will need to turn that in for their go mode. Tepidino working through GT at this point, and Scoopla is on the Vitreous fight. Has that cape, so not a terribly difficult fight. Hopefully gets through this one.
And we are joined by Flip Heel.
GG's.
Hey, GG's.
So, quick thoughts on the seed, I guess, start there.
Well, I got first. That feels pretty good. But, yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty nice seed as long as you fake flipper early-ish. Because, like, I tried the, the usual strategy of avoiding pendants. The Skullwoods dip kind of hurt. There was like nothing there in the front of Thieves, but I forget, once I got the lamp and Saha, I went up the mountain and you get some stuff, but not really. You get the boots and the hook shot, and then I was like, all right, before we do anything crazy, let's at least, fake flipper, see what's there. And then notice like the whole seed was behind it, so then it was just like, all right, so we could be flippers technically from go mode, or like something that unlocks the flipper. So I just, went with the density of pod, found Quake, and then, I just found flippers and Mire, and it was GG from there.
Yeah, so I will tell you, we did see some of the other missing items, I guess. Half Magic and the Lamp both ended up in Swamp Palace, turns out. And you actually walked right by where the lamp was.
Was it in the flooded room or the waterfall?
Waterfall chest of Swamp Palace. So, weren't sure if you were going to make those checks along the way, but guessing you felt pretty comfortable, so no need for it.
Yeah, after getting past Mire in the dark, don't really need it. I guess it would have been nice for a Turtle Rock and the GT torch glitch, but I had the potion, so I figured at least having one bottle would suffice for the seed.
That was my thought based on what you were doing. I just, figured ask anyway.
Oh, how about that right side GT? That was pretty funny.
I think everybody gets knocked into a hand or accidentally into a hand often.
Hands are not fun.
Yeah, it definitely threw me off a little bit because I think my execution until, I don't know, I think getting past Mimics or whatever. Yeah, Mimics or the Igors, whatever. Once I got past them, it kind of went back into place, but...
Yeah, no, that's a good run. I mean, anytime you can sub one, especially with some of the logical requirements for this one, definitely feels nice.
Yeah, it was like you get Dark World access early, but there really wasn't too much exciting in your first trip around, and then...
Wait, besides Hammer and Master Sword and...
I guess, yeah, those are nice, but like you couldn't really complete any crystal dungeons, I think, with that. Maybe one? Yeah, you get Sequence Break Hera until you get the flute, but... Like, yeah, they were nice items, but you couldn't really complete any crystals. Like, my first crystal was like 30-something minutes.
Yeah, the crystals were a little bit later. We did have a third place finish, by the way. Hitsian finished at a 1:32.41, and it looks like Tapadino's not too far behind at this point, just taking down Aga 2.
Yeah, I was just gonna check the restream. What is it on?
We're on speed gaming tonight.
Regular speed game.
Yeah.
SG1.
Yeah, how's everyone else doing in this seed?
So Tapadino is about to drop in on Ganon. Logic just took down Cold Stare for crystal number 6, and Scoofla is in Swamp Palace for crystal number 5. So
There's the lamp for Scoopula.
yep. Not going to be a huge deal at this point. Scoopula did get through some of the worst of the dark rooms with having cleared Mire. Oh, sorry. That was actually crystal number 5 for Logic.
How many
Logic
crystals does Scoopula have?
4. Scoopula will have to go back to Ice and then do TR after this as well.
I have to say too, my heart sank when I saw Ether on the ledge, and I only had 3 arrows. I was actually really happy I got arrows from Zora there.
And you got it within 3, so you would have been fine.
Yeah, I was a little worried though, because I just finished, I think it was Eastern. So I know
Yes.
sometimes that messes your values up. So I just placed a ton of bombs, hoping I would reset it, and looked like it worked.
Now, Scoopula did just take down Argus, and Logic is heading towards Mothula now, while Tapadino is working through Ganon. Unfortunately, little choppy on the restream, but looks like the fight's going well.
As well as it can, with, obviously no silvers and no mail.
But yeah, so thoughts on this mode? Obviously this is going to be our main tourney mode, 2021. So we're getting a lot of these practice races or as dailies. So thoughts on the mode overall?
Let's see. It's not too bad. It's a little fun actually. I like it more than just standard or regular open, because it's a little more challenging. Certain things you don't even think about come into play a little bit more. Like you never even think twice about having a lamp, but in this one, when you're never going to get silvers and stuff, it's just like just small little things you got to worry about. I feel like there aren't as many jet seeds, but not terrible seeds. So
right.
We do have a second place on stream runner, Tapadino, finishing with what time?
So we had 4th place. Ganon's Gone Wild in 4th with a 1:36.44, and then Tapadino second on a restream, 5th overall with a 1:37.29. GG's to Tapadino.
Will we be getting an interview from Tapadino?
Yeah, so we had a bomb escape. Have you had a lot of practice with bomb escape? Looks like it was a pretty smooth one for this seed.
It's okay for me. I'm not like super polished. Like I don't know the the super quick strats. I should probably look into them a little more, but I can do them decent enough.
Yeah, I think you got through it with in exactly 6 bombs. I might be wrong. I don't remember.
Yeah, I did get a good key rat RNG. So
yeah, and since you had the health, you were able to kind of just eat the explosion to keep that bomb right there. So we do have Logic heading up to Turtle Rock for crystal number 7, as well as Scoofla working through Ice Palace to finish up.
And we're joined by Tapadino.
Hi, good evening, GG's.
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 General thoughts about the seed? How'd you go for you?
So when after most of the bet the gambles I did went wrong, I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. I thought that Quake was going to give me an edge, and in fact it did, except that I died in Misermire. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, I think, the question we got in chat was, what was the difference here, especially just between you and Flip Heel, and that was kind of the biggest one. Other than that, your routing and execution throughout the rest of the seed really was real close the whole time, and just an unfortunate vitreous death. That's just what can happen.
Yeah, I think I lost the rhythm for Vidi at some point there, and the only thing I could think when I died was like, why didn't I buy the pot before I went here? It just happens. I'm happy with my execution. I had fun. Yeah, I think that's about it. It was a lot of fun. That mushroom was fickle. It was.
Yeah, I was totally expecting nothing there, and then I was like, "Oh my god, another important item." Okay.
Yeah, I saved and quit out of that one, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna check. There won't be anything in it." And then like Fire Rod showed up, and I, I think the only regret I have regarding to my route was entering desert before going to Mire. The second time, I definitely should have gone to Mire first. I would have found flippers and never touched desert. So I think this is the only part of the routing I don't like.
And how are you feeling overall with this node?
I'm gonna be honest. After doing open boots, I am a little bit. I'm a little bit unhappy with anything that doesn't start with boots. It's basically that. I am not a fan of any format that does not start with boots. It feels so slow. I think the opening is really interesting. Kind of gives an opening feeling, kind of like a little bit like Ocarina Randomizer, that you kind of have rando spawns and everything, so it gives you space to improvise, and I really appreciate that in ALTTP.
And again, just another reminder, almost hour 45 minutes into the seed, and make sure you guys follow the runners here. We got Logic, Tapadino, and Scupula, and also make sure to follow our trackers, Lightyear and Umaga, as well as my co-commentator here, Radical Sniper.
Yeah, thank you, of course, also to my co-com, the real Gerbo. But great show from both of you tonight. Logic and Scupula working through their last dungeon here, or last crystal dungeon, with TR. They both found the lamp, by the way.
Oh, that lamp! I started laughing so hard when I found the lamp right after I left Misermire. So yeah, there are a lot of memes in this rate. So yeah, I honestly had a lot of fun. I really appreciate being on the restream and all your work and everything. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, same. The comms, the restream, and all the trackers. Much apprecited. It was great.
And
it was fun.
We appreciate you guys for running today as well.
Yeah, to anybody who doesn't know, the first time you think about volunteering to be a restreamed runner, there's I don't know, there's some pressure, I guess you could say, in some regards, because you're putting yourself out there to a lot of people. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know that feeling for sure. You know, that first time you're like, oh my gosh, it's a stage.
Yeah.
You might end up dying in mire too. So yeah, there's that.
I only had 7 hearts going in, and I actually got a really good final spin on the right. I killed all the eyeballs. I didn't even have to arrow any. I was like, oh my god, thank you.
Yeah, I executed poorly the spike room, and by the time I got to Vidi, I had like 3 hearts. It was bad. If I had like, I don't know,
2 more,
5 or 6, yeah, 2 more would be perfect.
Yep.
Because I could have gone for a pseudo quick kill. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of regret my routing a little bit in there. Like, I got the big key right away, and I was like, we'll kill the boss, but then I did spike chest. So I was like, I'm coming back in here anyway, because, I figured the flippers were there, or hoping they were there. So, yeah, I don't know how you routed it, but yeah, that was like 3 free hearts I could have had, and you probably could have had. I don't know how you routed it.
I went to spike, I got the chest, then I found the big key and just hovered. It was literally the first time I hovered ever. So that was a lot of fun.
Oh, really? On Restream too. Awesome.
Really?
Showing
That
off.
was-
Right.
Yeah. That looks like a really nice hover. Like,
Yeah, if that was the first time, that was an amazing first time.
You crushed it.
Appreciate it. I only got the console recently, and it was a few months ago, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do this thing. I'm not a big fan of the trick, but I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I did it because I wasn't a restream. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. It was nice.
Oh. Yeah. It's fun.
So did you get like boots in Paradox, and you're like, oh sweet, I could hover hookshot cave, and then got your hookshot right away?
I actually got the hookshot before. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna. I had a thought about hovering in Paradox. There, I was like, nah, this is just silly. And then when I found the beaky, I'm like, this is it. This is the moment. I gotta do it. I was so happy when he worked.
Yeah, it's super exciting for sure.
Small victories.
So we do have Logic into GT. Unfortunately, did go left side to start and decided to leave to head to right side.
Very wonderful 14th check for the key.
So where was Half Magic?
I believe that was Swamp Big Chest.
Of course.
Yeah.
And of course, you guys that found the lamp. It was the waterfall chest.
Was it bomb chest?
Was it the waterfall?
Sorry, Maga correcting me that it was bomb chest.
It was bomb chest?
Really? I mean, I was literally.
Yeah, we couldn't get that with Gomo flippers, but.
Oh no, absolutely not. But I do appreciate the irony of the only check I did in Swamp being the lamp. Yeah, I'd much rather never have found it, honestly. And I gotta say, I'm really sorry for my chain chomp room. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry I had to see that. I promise I'm not that bad.
Don't feel bad. I got wall mastered on right side GT.
Ow.
I was going to say, I think everybody's got their regrets from this seed. I'm sure, we can get Logic in here in a little bit, after finishing. I know there was a couple things for Logic as well that, I think.
A couple things for Scoopula as well.
Yeah. Scoopula took a lot of risks in this one.
I think got the hammer well over an hour in, maybe an hour 20 in.
Yeah, unfortunately, had skipped dig game for a little while and had done a lot of out of logic checks throughout the seed.
Who skipped a game?
Scoopula.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that like a mishap with having the Smith at the time or something?
Appeared so. Had gone to grab the Smith, turned into Smith, got Master Sword, and then forgot to, or had decided to go do purple chest right after that.
We got very lucky with the Wallmasters there.
Good old always punished.
That was almost the same spot I got Wallmaster.
Pretty much. And
Yeah,
there
I
is
saw-
the key for logic. Sorry, as you were going to say.
Oh no, I'm just thinking about. I was just going to say that. Think over. I'm really happy with everything that went on. Aside, of course, from Meyer, and my Geno fight was terrible. Yeah.
Obviously, I thought both your Ganon fights were amazing.
I was gonna say it was a little hard to tell, unfortunately. For your, we had some. I don't know if there were some issues with your connection towards the end there.
It was a little choppy, but overall, I think the fight went well for both of you. A lot better than it would have gone personally for me. So.
Yeah, now that you're saying, I did drop a few frames there. I guess the fact that that my magic tricked me and I didn't have the last fire rod shot is the thing that I'm upset about. I was like, yeah, just need to do that. Yeah. Yep. Fire rod. Oh, it tricked me so hard. All right. It's 3 a.m. here, so I really need to go to bed.
No worries. I completely
No worry at all.
I really appreciate all your work and everything. I as far as I know, I only did the fun part. You did the real work here. So thank you very much.
Have a great night.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for joining us at least, and giving this interview. Always appreciate to get runners in afterwards to talk about the seed and everything that happened.
Hey, it was a lot of fun. Anytime. Have a good night, everyone.
See you later.
Good night.
Have a great night.
So we do have Logic going through the gauntlet while Scoopula is about to come up on that GT big key. As we were doing these interviews, we did 6th place with SP Ridley with a 144.42, followed in 7th by Professor Renderer with a 148.46.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's. We still have 4 runners going. Obviously, our 2 runners on the restream and 2 others off restream. So
we're getting over to Limos right now for Logic. Be a quick fight.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna head out. So.
All right. Have a great night, GG's.
You guys as well. Thanks again for everything.
yeah, GG's again, Flip Heel. Once again, Flip Heel was first on the restream and also first overall tonight. So great run.
Yeah.
So,
We got both runners in GT. Logic much further along. Scoopula did find the big key.
Yeah, just working through, getting through those 2 mimic rooms while Logic is into Torches 1.
Hey, that is a path I've seen a few times. Ooh, that's something I didn't think about with only green nail in those eyes.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was definitely Oko territory for Logic. If any of those eyes or shots hit, he would be dead.
Ouch. Because Logic have another fairy? I believe it
Yeah.
does.
Logic did get a fairy back in the safety room.
That's with the spike there. Playing a little safe, laying the bomb right up against the wall there. They're on the Molarm 2 here. Just like that. 1 slash. 1. Ooh. Okay, we got it. Yeah, 1 slash. 1 full round with our sword. Just like that, we're done with Molarm 2.
Meanwhile, Scoopula going through the gauntlet, just gauntlet 5 left before our land mollusk.
And Aga for Logic. Aga 2 probably being one of the more trolly bosses in the game here. We will be getting possibly, yeah, a sub 2 hour GG for Logic, I assume.
Yeah, Logic should be okay for this Ganon fight. Having that half magic as well as the lamp shouldn't be too tough of a fight on his end. Scoopula getting through the end of this GT climb, coming into Torches 1. But here we go with the Ganon fight on Logic's end. Nice positioning for Ganon on phase 2 for Logic. Able to get those spins in, makes it a really quick work of phase 2. Oh, unfortunately, taking a death there. I don't know any fairies left.
No fairies
Darn.
left. So we'll have to go pick up some potions, I guess. Or not.
Let's go right back in for it. We did have an 8th place finisher from Airshap. I'm not sure pronunciation. I apologize. With a 155.14.
Molarm 2 for Scoopula.
Now, Scoopula does have the cape, but unfortunately does not have half magic, so I'm not sure if we're going to see a lot of cape strats for that.
Ganon not being trolly for once.
Yeah, much better getting through phase 2 there for Logic, not taking any fire bats.
I spoke too soon.
Just some extra teleports there. Unfortunately, you know, once you get that that first time you drop into Ganon, you're going to get a set RNG. But after that, it's gone. So only the first time you fight Ganon is the teleport set to be the same for all runners.
We get Torch Lich and we do not.
Should have plenty of magic with the half magic at least.
It does add another layer of something the runner has to think about, but not too much more added difficulty at least.
Yeah, definitely some different routing here across the board from our runners. depending on what was the go mode item or when did you find certain things. So Scupola had actually sequence broke Ice Palace fairly early. And Logic's going to have to be a little careful here, running low on magic. I don't know. Okay, Logic does have blue potion, so...
Maybe that's why we were not counting potions, but the runner was.
Now, Scupola also dropping in on that Ganon fight, so getting close here. Shouldn't be too many spins left for Logic. There we go. There's that last spin.
There we go. GG's to Logic. I believe that is a 9th place finish, 3rd on restream.
Yeah, Logic's just going to have to cross the bridge real quick here.
And done.
There we go. GG's for Logic, finishing in 9th place overall with a 1:59.54, just under those 2 hours. GG's.
And just a little over 2 hours for Scupula here. We are working towards that last phase where we have to do those lovely wings.
We are now joined also by Logic. GG's.
GG's, Logic.
Okay, sorry about that. My Discord settings were screwed up, apparently.
It is perfect.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Didn't notice any problems on our end, but, you know.
Yeah, GG.
That's now.
No, I had the output set to the wrong thing, so I wasn't hearing anything when I joined.
Oh, okay.
Perfectly fine.
GG, I guess. If anyone's still here that was in the race.
Tepidino and Flip Heel did both head out for the night. I know Tepidino said it was almost 3 a.m. And I believe Flip Heel is in the Twitch chat, though, so...
Okay,
Yeah.
well, GG. That was an interesting seed.
Yeah, so, you know, talking to all the runners and watching everything that happened tonight, a lot of different options for how to approach this one. Some interesting double dips required in some regards, but yeah, it was something.
I was pretty frustrated when the progression turned out to be on flippers because I was thinking about doing those early and I cut out when I got the mitts in Ice Rod Cave. I would have at least known where Ether was and I would have had that fire out a lot earlier. But I'm guessing other people just did the flipper checks earlier, or they probably didn't die in Dark Mire. I told myself I'd give it one shot. I knew I wasn't gonna get it, but you know, whatever.
So, when it came to the flipper checks, we had a lot of people do fake flipper at different points in the seed. Scupola did fake flippers quite early. So we knew that about the mushroom. And then Flip Heel also did some fake flippering into those later.
Ganon down for Scupula.
Yeah, and there goes Scupola finishing up Ganon. So just needs to cross that bridge. We did have finish from Norsk Maddie at 2:02.10, and Scupola finishing with a 2:02.41. So GG's to all of our runners tonight, finishing up this one. But yeah, we did see a lot of fake flippers, and I think that was kind of like the difference there is why you saw such a difference in some of those.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I completely understand. It happens. You know, sometimes sticking to logic is the right play or the wrong play. It's a mess.
For a while, I thought Lamp was going to be in Thieves Town, and then I found that flute, and I didn't really fully think over the implications of it. It was like, oh, the Lamp doesn't have to be in Thieves Town now. So I went and did Thieves Town, and there was nothing in there, and that was kind of disappointing. Yeah, orange. That's what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about doing the Rupee Farm outside Ice Rod Cave and then heading to Zora, fake flippering there. But I got the mid, so I was like, I'll just go into Dark World.
Yeah, no, completely understand that. I think the only of our restreamed runners, the only person who actually farmed the rupees was Scoopula. So
We are being joined by Scoopula, GG Scoopula. Quite a late hammer for you.
Yeah, you know what? I picked up the purple chest, and then I was like, oh, I didn't do that thing yet, and I know you can't just ditch it anywhere there. So I was like, you know what? It's one check. It won't burn me.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And that was just one thing, but...
Yeah.
Well, the hammer didn't really open anything. I guess it opened Death Mountain, but yeah, 'cause the hook shot was locked over there.
Yeah, and then I didn't do that right away either. I'm like...
I will say, what we did find was Scoopula for, having that kind of be what bit you for a while. We also got a lot of fresh info from you with a lot of your logic breaks, actually. The early mushroom and Zora visit actually told us a lot about this seed.
Yeah, I did a couple not too long ago where I missed Zora. It ended up being a difference because there was a sword over that way. So that was a couple days ago. So I was like, I better just do it. I didn't want to chase the mushroom since that was behind flippers, but I guess good thing I ended up getting it. But yeah, I thought I'd just do stuff a little different since I do the vanilla stuff, and I end up just being just a little bit behind. So I thought maybe I'd look into something. I guess you could say the fire rod at Graveyard Ledge, since that was a single check, but I made mistakes to go with it all. So
I didn't want to go into Mire until I had a fire source, so I put that off forever. And I died in Escape. That was fun. I have not practiced Bomb Escape, so I was kind of winging it.
I got that all the time in Season 5 and Ladder, and actually a couple times in Season 6, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, logic for you, unfortunate that green guard just kind of bullied you into that cell.
I was terrified. I had one heart. I was like, this green guard better not walk right or whatever direction it was towards the cell, and that's of course the direction he went. And then it's like, I have no sword. I can't get him out of my way. I'm just going to risk it and try and get in. And I got hit twice.
Yep.
Oh, it was kind of a mess all in all. I really need to learn Dark Mire better. I can do it, but it takes me like 5 minutes. And I got lost in the Dark Maze and Pod. I'm reflecting on all my mistakes. How fun.
Yeah, I took a wrong turn in there too somewhere. So.
I was going to say, it happens to everybody. Those dark rooms are not always the easiest to get through. Yeah, I think I only noticed it on your screen, Logic, with the big key.
I got lost, and then I found the exit, and I was like, oh, I'll just open the chest and then go back and get the other item. But that was the big key, and I forgot I didn't get the big key yet, so I had to loop back around. At least I knew where I was going from the chest. I don't know how I got lost, because that's not really a super complicated dark room. I mean, I guess it's kind of hard because you have those Kadongos in there shooting fire at you, and that's fun, but I thought I had that one memorized.
I think it really just comes down to, there's a couple of gaps that are in the middle, like in the middle of like a straightaway, and if you get thrown off by one Kadongo, it kind of just screws up the rest of it. I think that's what I've noticed is the biggest issue is like if you get thrown a little bit, you miss it, and then you're like, where's the turn?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened to me. Well, this was a pretty fun seed. I didn't do super great, but I never do in these, so.
I was gonna say, these are all practice, of course. Really appreciate always having a lot of runners join these. This is an opportunity for everybody to kind of get ready for the qualifiers coming up. So we do appreciate having everybody run them.
I can't wait to see everybody in Challenge Cup. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, GG's to all the runners, to our trackers today, Maga and Lightyear. They did a great job tracking our runners today. My co-com, Radical, thanks for joining me here. Do you guys, as the runners, have any final words? Jesse, you have anything else to say?
I was gonna say, let the runners go first on this one.
I love playing this game. It's a blast. I love being on Restream, even when I don't do very well. So I guess that's my last word.
This was the first one of these restreams for me, so I think I did get a little bit of pressure bite, so to speak. If
Hey.
that's what I'm saying.
No, that
Hey, for
definitely
sure.
happens. We've all had it happen. I'll tell you personally, I've actually walked off the 1x3 bridge and fell after killing Ganon on a restream. So
Oh no.
it happens to everybody. But, you know, big thank you for volunteering to be a part of this and, you know, putting yourselves out there.
Yeah, I got some stuff to work on. The results are pretty similar, just, you know, a minute behind everybody else. But yeah, maybe one of these days I'll just stumble into the right check at the right time. I don't know.
Yeah.
That is definitely something that can happen. Rando being rando.
Well, I thank you guys for doing your work here today.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. All right, Jesse, that leaves you.
Okay. Well, once again, thank you everybody for watching tonight. We do have more races, of course, planned as part of the Speed Gaming Daily Link to the Past Randomizer Race. I can tell you that for tomorrow, we do have, if you're a fan of glitches, tomorrow at 9 p.m., we do have the Hybrid Major Glitches. I don't know much about this category, but I'm sure there are many passionate members of the glitches community who will tell you this is a fun mode. Usually this means that we do have access to boots very early in the seed. So our runners will be going all over the place. And of course, over the next 2 weeks leading up to the main tournament, expect a lot more of these hard standard seeds. So a lot of opportunities to practice this mode if you are looking forward to possibly joining the qualifiers and trying to make the field of 128 for the main tourney this year. Be sure to follow all the Speed Gaming channels 1 through 6, as well as all of our foreign language streams. We do have links there in the chat for Spanish, French, German, and Portuguese. So thank you all for watching tonight, and hopefully you'll be able to join us for the next one. And until then, have a great evening. Good
See you
night.
next mission.